Hey, 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 we are live and up in this place.
Yes,
How's
we.
everybody doing?
How is everyone doing this Friday? This
Everyone?
Friday evening.
I know that's right. Stephanie says, I'm here, honey. I'm here.
Stephanie's like,
Hey,
I'm here.
Stephanie.
Hey, hello, Stephanie. How you doing tonight?
Thanks for being here.
Yes, yes. And my sister Shalomi doing having got a little shoulder action coming on. Shalomi's
Come on,
being fast
come
today.
on, somebody.
Girl,
With
show
shoulder
with
out, honey. A little bit of shoulder action with the red lips. You know what I'm
with the
saying?
red lip. That's what I'm saying. You look
I'm,
beautiful.
I'm out here. I'm out here. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm
Hello,
out here.
walk in creativity. Hello.
Hey, walking
Hey.
creativity. Welcome, welcome.
Yes, welcome. So as everyone keep is coming in, you guys see it's just myself and my sister here. So we're about to hold this down for the next hour. So Shalomi, how has your week been while we let people come on in?
My week has been an up and down one, but for the most part, I've been off of work. So I've been trying to relax a little bit, get some things done around the house. So, hey, it's Friday. The week went by really fast
The
because
week,
if I was at work, it would have been Tuesday. Today would have been Tuesday.
girl. Why did I feel like we had Wednesday twice? I was like, what is going on?
It went by fast for me. It went by fast for me. Hey, Jada. Hey,
Hello.
Donzel. Hey, Shatika. Welcome, welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
welcome.
My daughter Jada is on here. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jada. I should have recognized the last name. I just saw the
Mhm.
first. Yes. So yeah, I'm like you. My week was a little. It seemed like it dragged on. Had a lot to do, but I am so happy it is Friday. So my sister, what are you drinking tonight?
You know what? I'm trying to hydrate myself, and today's a pretty hot one. I think it went up to 87 degrees today. So after eating all the mango sorbet that I ate like
Oh,
earlier today, I'm putting some water in it.
oh,
I got I gotta fix it, honey, because I already had me like a whole thing of mango sorbet. So now I gotta get my water in, and it was
I
good
hear you.
too.
I hear you. Well, you know what? We must be parched over here because I reach for the water as well.
Let's
Yes,
do it.
that's
Let's
what we're
do it.
gonna do. Yes.
Let's
So
do
you
it.
guys tell us, what are you drinking tonight? Oh, people are just coming on
I
in.
know. What are you drinking, everybody, and where are you from?
And where are
Bring us
you
here.
from? We have Jacqueline on here. You should see Jacqueline. Hello, ladies. I'm from LA, visiting my daughters and children in Atlanta. Hello. You know, I'm a
Yay!
Cali Peach also. Hey,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
Welcome to Atlanta. Yes. And we'll see an index of 105. So y'all not playing. We're not doing none of that.
Look, I'm gonna need you to keep it over there, Stephanie.
Please do.
Thank you for coming by. God bless you. Good night.
All of that.
All of that.
You should
No,
always say
ma'am.
we don't want none of that.
No, ma'am. That is just disrespectful.
It is very much
Downright
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Yes. She says, all right, now with the water, you can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong
Yes.
with the water, and I need it
No.
too.
And we have, who's that? Borges?
Burgos, Burgos,
Burgos,
Burgos,
drinking
Burgos.
lemonade. All
Uh-huh.
right. Yes. That's great on a hot sunny
I
day.
know that's right.
All right. Jada's drinking some Fanta.
I
All
know
right.
that's right. Get your Fanta in, Jada. Get your Fanta on,
Yeah.
honey.
She said, Philly in the house. Y'all are coming
Hey, Philly.
on in. Hey. Ooh. Okay. That part of Texas.
I know that's right.
We won't even attempt
That's
that one.
right. Oh my
Okay.
God. Why is my thing breaking up, making me look like I have gold teeth? I
Girl,
think that's
I know, like you had to go. Girl,
I got me some grills.
girl, you have you like what's that? Diamond grills
Oh, good. No.
and apple juice. Hi, Denzel.
Donzel's having him some apple
All
juice.
right.
All
So
right.
as you guys see, it is my girl Shalomi and I tonight. We have our other divas. They're out with doing their early Father's Day, Juneteenth thing. So we're gonna hold it down, and we thank you guys for coming back and joining us since we took a brief hiatus last weekend. I mean, last Friday, but we're back and we are going to pick up from where we left off the
Ab-
week before.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we are talking about Home in a Heartbeat, and we're on episode 7 with our girl Gailey Alex.
Yes,
Yes, I must say I am really enjoying Gailey and this whole HGTV thing with her, and I'm glad we decided to feature her.
I am too. I am too. She does amazing things, and it's just a joy to watch. Have you guys in the comments been watching Home in a Heartbeat with Gailey Alex? Let us know if you have been.
Let us know if you have been watching. Hello, Carmen, and you have a blessed Friday as well. I want to thank our girl, um, she's also a diva, but she's back there. She's like our moderator a little bit, and that is Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. So thank you, Stephanie, for always being here, for having our backs and being in the background. We really appreciate you and all that you do.
Absolutely.
And if you guys are not subscribed to Stephanie's channel, please go over and do so. Subscribe to our girls' channel.
Head on
Stephanie,
over.
get on over there.
Hmm.
All right, Shalomi, girl, let's get it going.
Let's get into it.
Yes. So this couple right here, we are the couple is Erica and Errol, and
Yes.
they lived in what's that, Miami?
Yes.
They lived in Miami,
Uh-huh.
Florida, and they have a 3-year old and a 1-year old.
Mm-hmm.
So talking about people's curb appeal, and you know how we do. So, girl, what did you think about the house initially?
First, initially, I was like, office building much? It was just blah. The pull up at first was just blah, right?
Yes,
And it looked kind of a little abstract to me at first. I was like, okay, I'm not sure what we're working with here, but I'm sure Gailey's gonna make it do what it do.
yes.
Stephanie said the curb was dead, honey. The curb is dead.
The curb was dead. Yes, it was. Yes, the curb was. I must agree. I thought because the way they came up, it's like you saw the driveway and then they was getting out. I said, "What? They don't want to show their house?
No, I know.
What was up with
No. I kind of saw it when they were showing like other clips,
that?" Mm-hmm.
and you could kind of see. I'm like, because they usually do that. They
Yes,
usually pull up and show you, give you a shot. But this one, I thought it was me. I'm like, maybe I missed it, but from the little that I saw, I was like,
mm-hmm.
mm.
Mm, I must agree.
Yeah.
So when we first started, we learned that this was another one of Gailey's repeat clients, and so
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, well, I like that. I like
Yeah.
to see because of course she had a life prior to HGTV. We knew that, but now to see like the some of the projects that she has done, I was like, okay, I'm digging that. But the one thing I would like, but I guess they couldn't do it because she probably didn't know she was gonna have a show, was to like kind of show the areas before after, like when they walk through the door.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But then I thought about that too. I said, okay, girl, yeah, I know they knew you was coming, but you just don't walk into nobody's house like that. So,
Well, she's just like, I've been here several times. I mean, I feel very welcome. She knew the dog by name. She greeted the dog and everything. So
everything.
she was good to go. She was like, this they're like family at this point, right? I think she's done maybe 2 projects for them before. So this was
Hmm.
like the final part for them. So she was like, hey, I've spent days here. So at this point we are like family.
Exactly.
Stephanie said she didn't
She
even
didn't
knock.
even
She didn't
knock.
even
She
knock.
didn't
Just
even knock.
the door's open. Come on in.
Come on in. So she did phase one, and you saw like the little entry wall where they were standing in the hall discussing, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh. And then she did the kitchen
Yes.
and the living room.
Uh-huh.
And so when they showed the little clips of those areas, what did you think?
I was like, okay, they were okay, they were okay for me, but I'm thinking, um, for her to bring it up to that point, I would have hated to see what it was before, right?
Yes. Yes, I totally agree because I felt the same way. I'm like, okay, yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. But
Yeah.
it must have been like doggone very
Before.
dated.
Yeah.
So when what's her name? Erica begins, she said before and after. Yes, yes,
The before and after. They were nice. I agree. I wanted to see the before. I know.
yes,
But
I
I
agree.
guess when they did all that, she didn't have her show yet. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking she probably should have at least had some clips, right?
I would
Because
have thought, yeah.
even when we do our stuff, we take
Hmm.
little shots of like the before and stuff. So little clips that she probably could have inserted um,
Hmm.
in this show, just to kind of give us an idea of where how far she took it from
Right,
to where it was. But
right.
maybe she didn't save them. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. So when we start talking about the challenges of the house, um, we learned that Erica, she's now working remotely, and so we went to her little office area,
Hmm.
and I was like, okay, I mean that way it was just really a room with a desk, pretty much.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and that was, what did you think?
Yeah, I think she said that they had to kind of put something together real quickly because the notice to work from home was pretty kind of sudden.
Mm-hmm.
So she just kind of looked like she was like, I just need a surface where I can put both my
Both of my
computers,
monitors.
both my monitors, and I'm good to go. There was nothing else to it. She was like, I need to have the treadmill in here so I can
Yes.
walk the desk and the two monitors. That's really all I need. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard when you have a space like that had nothing. Stephanie said it had no flavor. Exactly,
None.
because you spend so much time in that space,
Mm-hmm.
you want to have something to look at. Uh,
Right.
it needs to feel a certain kind of way when you walk in it. That way, it kind of takes away some of you know, the pains of work and the stresses of
Yeah.
work. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm stressed today, but I can look around at this beautiful space and
Right. Excuse me.
get back into what I'm doing. But child, she was just happy to have a surface where she can put her monitors and the treadmill.
And the treadmill. Because when she said the treadmill has to stay, I
I'm
was like,
looking like, stay where?
"Stay where? You gonna do what?"
She gonna tread her way at lunch, honey. She's gonna tread her way at lunch.
Yes, she is. So then they go to the the owner suite.
Yes.
And then that's when we learned that all what four of them and the dog
We're
sleep in
all
that bed.
Well, honey, I have never heard of a Florida king bed.
I've heard of California King,
I
but
heard
I
a
haven't.
California king. I've never heard of a Florida king. And I wrote it down. The bed is 9 feet wide.
So how large is the California King?
I don't even know, but 9 feet, Winnie?
Um,
9 feet wide. Yeah. Did y'all see that? The bed was 9 feet wide. It was a Florida king bed.
that's a bed
Now,
shack.
her and her husband must be sleeping in different zip codes
Yeah,
because there is no way.
and they want to keep the bed. I mean,
And they want to keep.
it probably was heck of expensive, but I'm like, but so what? Do you like him sleeping all the way on the other end of the room?
in another state.
Exactly.
He'd be sleeping in a whole nother state. But you know what? I believe, like, when people do things like that, there is usually something a little bit deeper. Why would
Hmm.
you get a 9 foot wide bed from the get go? Why?
Yes.
Because you had intentions that if the kids wanted to come in, if the kids were sleeping in there, y'all would have enough room, right? So
Yes.
now all of a sudden, y'all be sleeping with the two kids and the dog for all this time in this 9 foot wide bed. And now you want Gailey to come in and create a space where the two kids can sleep together, and you still want to
Yes.
keep the bed. That means you have
Yes.
all intentions that they can crawl in whenever they want to crawl in.
Whenever they want to crawl in, because they have plenty of room.
Plenty. 9 feet wide. I could not believe. I was looking at it like, because at first I thought, you know how when they take pictures and you stretch it
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
everything just, I'm like, why is that stretched like that? Like, why does it look so wide? What is happening to that bed? I'm like, they need to get the shot, together.
Yes.
But no, the bed was actually 9 foot
9 feet
wide.
wide.
Walking
Mhm.
creativity. That's how wide the doggone bed was. I could not believe it. Hey, Juliet, my aunt is up in there. Thank you for
Hello,
joining.
Juliet. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. A big
I
old
thought,
bed.
I just thought, okay. I just knew that they was like, okay, we want to get rid of the bed. Da, da, da. She said, no, the bed must stay.
The bed must stay, which
I'm,
means the kids will keep coming in.
yes, they will.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they just had that monster, and the bed was so big it almost took up the most
The
almost
whole
all the room.
room.
So that part alone, I would have been like, no, because this is not the room that the bed lives in.
A big
Okay.
old 9 foot wide bed. See, Sonny, look at Sunny Day said, no kids in my bed with my hubby and the dog.
And the dog.
No, ma'am.
And the dog, yes.
Mhm.
Then they went to um Allison's room. And so I was just like, okay, so Allison has this really cute little room that she don't even go in. They just change her diapers there.
If that much. My aunt said it's like they build a room around the bed. You are right. It's like
Exactly.
here's the bed now, build the walls around it.
Yes. I totally agree with that, Auntie.
Yeah. So the little girl's room was okay.
Yeah. It,
Just a
it, it,
room,
it
right?
was it was just a room.
And she doesn't even sleep in
Mm,
anyway.
mm.
They probably have like a whole diaper cart in their bedroom
Yes.
with the big old bed for the baby.
So they don't have to walk next door down the hall.
Exactly.
Yes.
To get her stuff.
Then we go over to Michael's room, and they want his room to become a playroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, it's already the playroom.
Already the playroom. All the toys are already up in there. What you talking about?
What you talking about? It's already that.
It's
So
already a playroom. That was the catch-all for everything.
everything.
Like, listen, if you're on here and you're a parent with small kids, let the kids sleep in their rooms. My grandson is 5 and he turned 5 last month. He sleeps in his own bed every
Yes.
single night in his own room. Every now and again, he may ask me if he can sleep in our bed, and I'll say okay. But he's not putting on his pajamas every night trying to find my bed or his mother's bed. No, you have your own room with your own bed and your own stuff. He knows to go to his bed at night.
Yes. Yes. That whole playroom. I said, oh, well, you what you gonna give her money for that? Yeah, they already have that.
I know that was no play. That was a catch-all.
Yes.
Catch all the toys room. That's what that was.
Yeah, I must agree. So they wanted that, and then they wanted to combine the baby's room.
Yes.
Yeah, they want to combine the kids' room, and I guess to maybe encourage them to sleep together, so nobody will be afraid. But
So how do you okay, so let me ask this question. Let me put it out there to our audience. I understand that from a standpoint where you have a home, it's small, you probably don't have enough space. It makes sense to get a bunk bed and put the kids in there, right? But in some cases, people will move to a bigger space
mm-hmm,
as the children get older so they can have their own space, especially when you have like a girl
mm-hmm,
child, right?
mm-hmm,
um like I said, I get it if you don't have enough space and you have to create this situation where you got to share a room, here's a bunk bed, whatever. But they have the space in their home. They have the Michael's room. They both had their own rooms.
mm-hmm.
So they're now encouraging them to sleep in the same room, maybe for fear of they won't be afraid
Mm-hmm.
of sleeping. So how do you now, as they get older, how do you separate them?
Girl, yeah. How do you do that? Because I only had a girl, so I don't know. It, I will believe the maybe one of them a little bit later may want his own space and wouldn't want to share rooms with his sister. But yeah, I mean, at what age would that? Because there's going to be a certain age, especially the way girls are maturing earlier now.
Mhm.
She's going to need her own space soon.
Exactly. So they'll just probably just convert the playroom back to another bedroom and
Mm-hmm.
separate them again.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could become a situation where Michael now he's a little bit older. The little sister is now messing with all his stuff. He's like, I want my own room. I want to go back to my
Yes.
own space. But she will probably have a hard time
Yes.
with him leaving now because now she's like scared again. And where's she gonna go when she's scared? Right
Back
back to
to her
the right
parents'
back to the
room.
9 foot bed.
Back to they have room for.
Right back
They
to the right back to the Florida King bed. So I
yes.
don't know, but like I said, to each his own. If that works for them, hey, I'm just looking at the other facets of it.
Stephanie said it wasn't hard for her. At one point, my her son and daughter shared a room. Then we moved, and they love having their own rooms.
Exactly. My point
Hmm.
exactly. There are some situations where you're going to have to share because
Yes.
you're working with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
But then there is some kind of progression, especially as the children get older and girls
Mm-hmm.
and they're having like their monthly cycles.
Mm-hmm.
They're hitting that age where
The
they
body's
want their
developing.
privacy, right?
Yes.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. So um, don't create a problem where they're not where there doesn't
Please
need to
don't.
be one.
No. So because what they really needed to do was if they were going to do something, and I don't see it's still they could have done just both of the kids' room and made the kids sleep in their rooms.
Exactly. No, they
Yes.
want a designated play space. But okay, carry on.
All
They
right.
that's what they wanted.
Yes, that's what they wanted. And so then Gailey decided that she wanted to do, she always had a surprise. And so she wants to do an exterior makeup and she wants to have a fountain and a lot of different green shrubs and
Mhm,
things like that.
mhm.
Because, as we stated in the beginning, driving up to that doggone house, there was no curb appeal, there was no wow, there was just like white.
They drove up to the office building.
Yes. That part. Let me say, Robert said the girls get the bedroom and the boys sleep on the sofa bed.
There you go. That's a
Exactly.
separation.
That's the separation. Yes, it is.
That's a separation.
So when they continued talking, Gailey explained that it was going to take 5 weeks for the install and for them to do everything. And they told Gailey that their budget was $50,000. And I was,
Good.
what? Go ahead.
You go ahead, because I want to hear what you got to say.
I was like, that's a lot of money. But I was like, but, mm, but to see what she did with it, I was like, okay, you got some change.
I thought, I thought I was like, for all the stuff you want done, because remember they wanted to do their bedroom, the little
Mm-hmm.
girl's room, the
Mm-hmm.
playroom, and
Mm-hmm.
the closet, the wall, the walkway,
The wall, yes.
right? And I'm like, $50,000. I'm like, you want a lot done for $50,000. In Jamaica, we would say you want downtown and parade
She
for
said,
50,000.
I'm done.
And if you want me to say it in my accent, you want downtown and parade for $50,000.
The,
Downtown
the,
and parade. You
they
want
want
all
the
the downtown
downtown.
plus the parade
Oh,
for 50,000. I'm like, but hey, the best person to give that budget to manage it well and to give you something extra would be Gailey.
would be. Would
Hmm.
be. But like I said at the end, I thought she should have had some change left.
I guess. Where is Bree today? Donzel, I'm gonna need you to be chiming in here for Bree because you know you are an advocate for Bree all the time, and
All the
she's
time.
chiming because
So
you be coming up in here voting for Bree and the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna need you to be on deck tonight
yes.
representing Bree.
So
Okay?
yeah, so we need you to oppose everything that we say.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Okay, so then we go, and so then we also learned that in this episode, Gailey finds out that she has termites in her it was in her kitchen.
Yes.
And so that's two projects going on at the
But
same
you know
time.
what? I really wished that
Say it.
they would have done that as a separate show, like a separate
Yes.
episode. I was like, darn it, this would be a really good opportunity to see her working on her own home. That would be
Yes.
a really good project. And even at the point where because they had enough to do with this, with the Castrios home for like a full episode. So I was like, okay, I would have loved to see her work on her kitchen as one episode.
Yes.
But when they started and she was showing where she was pulling the walls back and everything, I
Hmm.
thought they would have shown us more of the project that she was doing on her home. So I was a little bit bummed about that, that
Yes.
they didn't show her project really. They kind of showed you that she had termites, and then at the end, they kind of gave you like a little bit of glimpse of the kitchen. But I really wish that that was a greater part of the episode, or
Yes.
more, to see
Mhm.
more of her home being repaired.
Yes, and I thought the same thing because I was like, okay, so maybe they would show, when she found out about the termites, and then that they and what her plan was or whatever, and then she could say, well, she would maybe allude it to an upcoming episode where you will see,
Yeah,
yes, because but then it has us more interested because we know she got both of these things happening at the same
same
time.
time, yes.
Yeah.
But they didn't give much, um, time to
Yeah,
show that part. So it still felt like she was just dealing with this one project.
right. Exactly. So so we see that, and we see Gailey picking out the stones and things like that. So then we go with day one. So then, because I think the week before last when we were all on here and we was trying to figure out her timeline. So for
Mhm.
this one, she actually started on a Thursday.
Ah, so
So
she did. And what was it? A 3 day, right?
mm-hmm.
So they
It was
probably did
72 hours.
72 hours, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday to Saturday, that would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Thursday, when did I do that? Anyway, day two. Then she showed day two when they was working on the kids' room
Hmm.
and beginning to work outside. And so when they were, when she um was cutting down the pergola or the awning part outside, and
Hmm.
when she realized she cut too much, I
She
was
didn't
like,
know
oh,
that the slats went in so far. I was like, oh my gosh.
yes. I
But
was like, girl, you done left holes in those people's houses.
I know that's right. Well, they got it fixed. And then there was a shot of her on the roof trying to like set.
Yes,
You see that? I was like, has she lost her mind?
yes, girl. I was like, there was no way. It's like she's
Her-
not afraid of anything.
I know, with her tiny self. She
Yes,
was on that roof.
yes.
And the shot, the angle they showed it from, it seemed like the house was like so tall
Mm-hmm.
and high, and she was just up there just sanding away on her stomach, the
Yes.
side part of the house. I'm like, girl, if you don't get yourself down.
If you don't get yourself down, and I almost thought, I said, okay, so they had those with three or four holes up there that they had to fill in. Then the paint, I said, she's gonna have to paint those people entire house because how how is she gonna find paint that color? How she I was like, that goes some more to budget. She got to paint the entire house.
I know that's right, but she always finds a way.
Yes, she does.
She
Yes,
always
she
finds a
does.
way.
So Then we get to the point where they start bringing in the fountain. So 1750 for the fountain. That fountain was huge. It
But
was.
I mean, for an office building, you would need something huge at
I
the front.
don't don't. Oh my God, you're not gonna let off on the Alpha's building.
I
Most
can.
office buildings do
Pull
have
up to the
fountains.
office building, Stephanie. You're gonna need a big fountain, a big water fountain, right? A little tiny one is just not gonna do.
It's not good. And even like the little driveway when they drive up to there, I I could kind of see like the office building, all the cars parked over to the side, the fountains over there. You see everybody parked like this.
Stephanie, I know they're stacked up in the parking spot. Stephanie says the OB, honey, the OB,
Yes.
the office building. Oh
Yes.
goodness.
So then we see that they do the stacked doors into the office. Now, okay, um Shalomi, when you saw, because I heard her say it when she was talking to the young lady about the idea. I heard her say it, but I didn't couldn't visualize it until I saw the what's the other carpenter guy holding the doors, and after that I
You're
said,
like, what's he doing with that?
I was like, so she's serious?
She
So
is.
I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work.
I kind of got it when they do, when they do the mock-up and they show you like the how they do it digitally first. I
Hmm.
was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So to see it come to fruition, it was something else. But yeah, she is as daring as they come and very, very bold with what she wants to do. And if she says she's gonna put doors in there, that's exactly what she's gonna do.
And that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, that's not gonna work. But then when at first when and then they painted the color, and I was like, and I like the color. I just could not conceptualize
Mm-hmm.
all of that because on the mock-up or whatever, and I heard them say doors, but I was like, oh, she's gonna do like a featured wall. And I'm thinking she's gonna do like the 2x4s and whatever. But no, that was a door.
No, ma'am.
That was a door. I said, okay. So she had her doors. And then they had the Casa Blanca Cafe. That was $2,500.
For the kids to go play tea. The
Girl,
little Casablanca cafe even had backsplash. I was like, they're doing too much.
they did too much. Too much. And I'm like, and how long they gonna play with that?
2 days
2 days.
max,
And
and
then
then
it's
they
gonna
be
look
done.
just like it's gonna look back just like Michael's old playroom. Catch y'all
Exactly.
place.
So they're
Hmm.
gonna play in the little cafe for 2 days, and then everybody be back up in the 9 foot bed.
Exactly. And the dog.
And the dog
And
wasted, wasted. Stephanie's talking about the puzzle house. The puzzle house.
the puzzle house. What? Oh my goodness, that when they were putting that thing together,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, very,
that
very, very innovative. I like her. I like Gailey's. I like her the way she thinks outside the box.
mm-hmm,
She's very innovative, and she is. I said this earlier. She's very, very bold,
mm-hmm,
and she always delivers what the clients want
mm-hmm.
over and above their expectations, and I really, really love that about her. Is everything that she does? No, not always, but she's gonna blow your mind at some point. Because in the office,
Mm,
um
mm, mm. Go
the
ahead.
desk, the desk wasn't doing it for me on the two big stone planters that she put a glass. She just like put a glass on it, and while it's really big and it gives her the space that she needs, I think that could have been a built-in,
Mm-hmm.
like a
Mm-hmm.
long
Yeah.
built-in table
Mm-hmm.
there for her to work and do everything. Another thing too,
What's that?
um When I work, I kind of love to face the window when I work.
You took the words right
So
out of
I
my.
can so I can kind of look out and see what's going on. I want to see if the FedEx man is coming. I want to see if the UPS man is behind the FedEx man. I want to look out the window and see what's happening, right?
Hmm.
She had her face the wall. So I guess that's why she had to put those doors in and make that wall a little bit more decorative so she would have something to look at, I guess. But if this woman has like Zoom meetings or anything like that, that wall would have served as a beautiful backdrop
Exactly.
for her when she, whenever she's on camera. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then what they are going to see if she does have Zoom meetings and stuff. I don't know if you noticed that the treadmill was behind her.
I didn't even see the treadmill. I
Yeah.
think I
I had
was
to
so.
rewind it because I'm like, where's the treadmill? She said she had to keep. So when I rewinded and then I saw that it was behind her. So if she has to get on camera, that's what they're gonna see as her background is the treadmill. They're gonna be like, are you walking? Are you working? Are you working? Are you walking? Because we want to know
Yes.
what's up.
So I put here in my notes. Um, I'm gonna call her back. I thought I turned this down. I put here in my notes about that office is I did not like the office. I mean the desk being faced towards the wall because I don't like my back to be towards the
The
door.
door, yeah.
Yes. And like you, I would have probably done something the opposite direction and have the wall behind me.
Hmm.
And then that way she can look out the
She can
window
face the door. She can
and she can
face
face
the
the
door.
door.
She can look out the window,
Yes.
especially if you're working. And I know they probably have nannies or whatever, but you have small children. I
Hmm.
want to face the door.
Yes, exactly. I did not like that. And I was like, okay. And so when okay, we're gonna come back. So when we drive up to the house now, we see that the family all the way down the street. She noticed the office building had a brand new fountain. She started screaming before she even got to the house.
I know. She was screaming. Because she look. They almost drove by their gate, honey. They
Oh,
could didn't know which house it was. They almost drove past the house. It looked so different. But that's another thing about Gailey. I just love all the greenery that she added and the
yes,
really tall, what were those palm trees right there, walking
yes.
toward, right there by like the front of the house. It was absolutely beautiful. It was lush. It was green. It was just totally different. But
Mm-hmm.
my aunt said I would use those vases for flowers and get some beautiful feed for yeah, for the glass table, face toward the window or door at all times.
Mm-hmm. At
Exactly.
all times. Yes.
Exactly. Kids running around with the pencil in their hand. I'm like,
Yes.
child, turn that woman around. But you know what? It could be because Gailey doesn't have any kids. So something she may not really think of, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I believe that because even with the table and the sharp edges, like you said, kids running around,
Yeah.
bump their heads. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we go. So we're now in the driveway, and then we go through. She take them into the hallway.
Hmm.
What were your thoughts about the hallway?
I loved it. It looked very architectural. I love that the glasses the glass they had added the glass doors and the different pieces that were in there. It
Mm-hmm.
really gives you something to look at as you walk along the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that also done. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've seen that also done as like a boutique style closet. As you
Mm-hmm.
walk
Yes.
along, it's like, and it has the glass doors. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was a very nice touch, and I especially like that she used like the darker woods
Yes. Yes.
around the glass to frame it. So
Mm-hmm.
it was very picturesque walking along that hallway. I loved it.
Yes, and I agree with you, but that was for storage, and I thought the same because I liked the black and the storage and the closet and the glass and all of that. But
Mhm.
other than that, I didn't care for the hall. But because I'm like, okay, this is storage. it has to stay perfect
At
all the
all
time, at
times.
all times.
Yeah.
You
So
got
therefore, the pieces that she put in, don't take them out.
don't take them out. No, don't do
Don't
anything.
do nothing.
Don't
Just
put
walk
nothing
by.
with it. Yes, just walk by and look at
Just
it.
walk by.
Let me turn the light on for you.
Don't touch nothing. Don't
That's
do
right.
nothing. Just walk
Do
by.
yes. And so okay, so now we're down the hallway, and then she goes. What is that? I put office. Oh, we already spoke about the office.
Yeah, we jumped from the
Yes.
gate right into the office. We
Yes,
already
we
talked
did.
about the
Yeah, yeah,
office.
yeah. We talked about the office. Okay, so then we go into the bedroom
I
with the
loved it.
monstrosity of the bedroom. I thought the bedroom was so calming, and I just thought it was really pretty.
Yeah, what I wrote down that it looks like a luxury boutique hotel. You know those boutique style hotels?
Yes, yes,
That's what it.
yes.
That's the vibe it was giving me.
Hmm.
And then that door that she added,
Oh my
the
goodness.
arch added so
Yes,
much texture to the room because to her point, with the small space they have to walk around the 9 foot door and the walls, there's nothing to look at when they wake up in the mornings. At least now
they
they
can look
have
at the door.
that beautiful door that they can look at. But the door looks heavy to me. It looked a little heavy.
Yeah, it did. I thought it looked a little heavy also with the wood and
But
but the colors it looked really
it
good.
was beautiful. I loved it. Looks like
Hmm.
like I said, looks like a little luxury boutique hotel. I really liked it. That was such an upgrade
It
from
was.
the 9 foot wide bed with
Gosh.
when she walked in, the lamp was on the floor.
Yes.
So I'm like,
I'm like, y'all couldn't pick up the lamp off the floor.
I
Just
knew she was coming with cameras.
yes, you left the door open.
I know. She walked right into the lamp on the floor.
Yes.
That was funny to me.
I was like, okay, all right now. So now we're gonna go into the who we go with, the kids room.
Hmm.
And so this is the room where there's what did it go into the
They into the bedroom that where they she had the bunk bed.
yeah, well she had the bunk bed. No, the first room was the playroom because it had the tree.
Yes, yes.
It had the tree. And
Hmm.
so I thought that was very imaginative. I liked she had a lot of elements on in that room that kind of popped out that was kind of like 3D,
Yes.
like the tree and it was something else. And I like the little tree house. I'm like, those kids they're gonna have some strong legs and arms because they're gonna climb on everything.
Everything. Another thing that I liked about the playroom is she had those the little personalized chairs for them with their names on it.
Yes.
That was a nice little touch.
That was
And
a
the cafe, it was a nice little touch as well.
yes.
I guess they have their own little Starbucks in there with their own little chairs and stuff. That it was super cute. Was the book tree? The book
Hmm.
tree. Did you see the book tree? I can't remember if it was
Yes.
in the playroom or the bedroom, but I thought that was such a great idea. Like I would do that to my grandson's room.
I loved it. The book tree was in the playroom, but in the other room, that's where they had the jigsaw puzzle bunk bed.
Yeah,
But she had
okay.
books in there also.
Yes, yes.
Yes. But I love the book tree. I
I
thought that
loved it.
was
I
adorable.
love it too. Even as an adult, maybe in an office, that would
I
be a
know
nice touch to have a
that
book
would be.
tree. That
Yes.
was really, really nice. I love that. And then it was kind of like lined like an outline with the lights.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was super cute. I really, really like that idea.
And I even like the color of it. I love the green. I like
Yes.
all the colors that she chose
Yeah.
for the house.
Because they're especially for the kids' rooms and the playroom, they're kids, right? They want to see color. They don't want to see white walls and the gray walls and stuff. They
Hmm.
want to see a little color. They want to know that that's a place that they can play and have fun and learn. And so it's important. It was important for her to add color to those spaces, and she did. I think she did a great job.
I agree. I agree with everything you said. And then we come to the kids' shared space and with the jigsaw puzzle bed, the bunk beds, and
Mhm.
all of that. So, what were your thoughts on that?
I
I felt the same way. I was like,
don't know. I think there was a whole lot going on in there. And personally, I probably would have done two separate beds
mm-hmm.
as opposed to, but then the little girl is, the baby's maybe a year old. So maybe
Yeah,
the separate beds wouldn't work at this point. If it were, I kind of like bunk beds, and like, don't take this wrong to our audience watching. Like I said, I know there are circumstances where we can't do better and we have to do what we have to do, where
mm-hmm.
we have a bunk bed and we have a girl and a boy or whatever. But I like bunk beds for same sex, like two girls or two
Yes,
boys, and you do a bunk and whatever. There's nothing wrong with having it for a boy and a girl, but that's just my preference. Otherwise,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to need to see you kind of separated a little bit. But in this case, like I said, I understand because the little girl was just maybe a year old, so
Right,
it would have made sense for them to put them on in the bunk, to kind of secure, because the top part of it was kind of built up to where she, if she was in it, she could like roll around and not fall off, right?
right, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that was smart on Gailey's part.
And I
Um,
also think that maybe a reason that Gailey thought about the bunk bed and the style of bunk beds that she got was because the kids, they don't see it as beds because they have a problem sleeping by themselves, but they wouldn't see that as being a bed. They see that as play.
that's a good point. It's like,
Hmm.
we have this playhouse that we can sleep in.
Right.
That's a good point. That's a
Hmm.
good point. Anything to entice them
Yes.
away from the parents' bed. So that's
Right.
a good point. But overall, I think it was a super cute, and she did great with the spaces.
I agree. Here's Donzel says, she says, I missed that episode, but I will see the next episode. Okay.
Okay, Donzel. That's why I know that. That's why Donzel's not up in here
That's why she not. Mm-mm.
hammering us on Bree's behalf, right? Like,
Exactly.
just voting for Bree and say, Bree, this is what Bree would have said.
Yes, breathe though. Exactly.
So the episode that we're gonna cover next week has already happened, right? Because we missed last week, so we went back. So today we're doing episode 7. Next week we're gonna do episode 8. That one has already it already aired on Wednesday night. So if you have streaming, if you have like HTV Go or something, go
Hmm.
ahead and watch that episode. It's Home in a Heartbeat, episode 8. That's what we're gonna be talking about next Friday.
Yes.
So we're back in a place where we're 1 week behind.
Hmm.
So just to bring everybody up to speed.
And if you guys would like to see um Gailey after you watch the show and you would like to see like her work up close and personal, she actually has a Facebook. So if you go to her Facebook, you can Gailey Alex Home in a Heartbeat on Facebook, and you pull it up. She shows you. She has you. You can see clips of the pictures of the rooms, and you can see it up close. And you can also, she also has it where you can shop the items from where that she views in the rooms. So that's another way for you guys to, but she doesn't, she releases the pictures, it seems like the week of the show.
Yes.
So you guys will be able to see this week's pictures now. So whatever week episode we on, that's the date, the episode, the pictures that she released for that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also I don't think she gets as granular on Instagram, but she also shows so because we're a week behind, I don't look at her Facebook
Yes,
page or her Instagram page until I've watched the episode.
exactly.
So I won't look at her page until I watch
The
episode
next
8, which
8.
already, yeah, because then it kind of spoils it, like, oh, this is what she does. So I kind of stay away from her page until I've watched the episode that we're going to talk about.
I agree. I agree. So, my sister, what would
Hmm.
you grade this episode? What do you think? from
You
one
know
to
what? I think this was a great episode. I think Gailey, whether we like it or not, she continues to um please her clients, and
Mhm.
you can tell from the work that she's already done, she's starting to have repeat clients, which means they appreciate and enjoy what she's doing in their homes. And if
Mhm.
you're pleasing your client, then that's, it doesn't matter what we say.
That's right.
um one thing I love about her, I love the fact that she loves to she'll take a chance, and she will try things that she's never tried before. So I think in the last episode she did a bathroom, or 2 episodes back she did a bathroom, and that was her first time doing a
Yes.
bathroom. And then this was her first time doing a playroom, and she's always upfront with her clients to say, hey, this is the first time I'm going to do this, but she
Mhm.
always delivers. And because of
Always.
her tenacity and her boldness to try different things, and she's just so in your face with her designs, I definitely rated this episode a 10 out of 10. um just honestly, even if she hadn't done anything on the inside, I probably would have rated her a 10 out of 10, because the outside alone was, the transformation was
Yes.
so drastic and it looked so beautiful. I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, you got me, you had me at hello with the trees in the front and the greenery. So great job, Gailey.
Well, Gailey, I'm gonna be our sister Bree today. I appreciate everything that you say, and I agree with a lot of things that you said. I like her boldness and how she's definitely wants to push the envelope, and she makes you think, like I stated, the whole door thing. I would have never thought to do that, and so I appreciate all of that. But for 50K, I still think she owed them some change. They need that office, the desk. It was just really the desk and the walls.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you where the 50K went.
Where it go?
50K went to the trees outside, because
Yes,
those shrubs, that's not cheap.
yes, yeah. No, that you're right. That's where it went.
That's where the money went. Look,
Jay
look.
Bree.
She is breeing today, Stephanie. She's on her full brie. We had Bree been here, Bree would have rated it a 6,
You
just
know she
because
would
she had
have.
to pass this. Just you make one mistake with Bree and your rating is going down, honey. Your
Yeah.
stock is dropping.
Oh my goodness, it is.
That's one thing. The next reason why Bree was going to rate it a 6 or a 5 is because there was not really much black and white going
There
on, honey.
wasn't
You
no
know
black
Bree's
and
a
white
black
going
and white
on.
person.
Mm-mm.
She will ding you for that now.
Yeah, she
But
is.
we have Jay Bree here tonight, so
Yes, I'm gonna bring it. I was feeling Bree today. I'm like, yes.
she's
I'm gonna say it, Bree. I'm gonna say it for you.
she's channeling her inner Bree. So what did you rate? Because I didn't hear your rating, Jay Bree.
I say 8.
At 8? Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
That's decent. That's because she's waiting for her change. See? Hey,
Yeah, waiting
Janine.
for my change.
She's waiting for
Exactly.
her change. 50K and she wants you. Them doggone trees was 30K
Oh,
alone.
yes. I'm like you, girl.
Because them to get a palm tree, especially that size. I remember when the Property Brothers were, this was years ago, when they were building one of their houses in LA, and
Hmm.
they brought in those palm trees. Those things were in the thousands each. So that's where your money went, people. It went to the trees at the front. You better water them.
You better. You're gonna give me. You're gonna put 50K into something that's gonna die. I like to see my money.
I know that's right. Next thing they done drain the fountain to water the greenery.
Thank you.
They done drain the fountain to water the greenery.
This, my
But,
gosh.
but
Yes.
I think it was a great episode. I continue to enjoy her episodes. So
Hmm.
guys, if you're not tuning in, watch so you can have conversation with us. And I love when you guys watch and you share the little quirks and stuff that we may have missed with us. For us to kind of go back and check it out and see what we missed.
Hmm.
Oh, um, her kitchen. They showed her kitchen at the end. Just a glimpse of Gailey's kitchen. It was
Mhm.
beautiful.
Oh, girl, it was.
Hmm.
It really was. Walking
Beautiful
Creativity,
kitchen.
I will be watching. Yes, come back next Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern
Next
Standard.
Friday. Next Friday.
Girl, see that? I told you I've had 2 Wednesdays, so
And,
work it.
and now you're having 2 Thursdays. Yes.
Yes, next Friday. And we will be discussing episode 8 with,
8.
huh?
Yeah. Episode 8. You're right.
Yes, episode 8, girl. Yes, episode 8. And hopefully we'll have the rest of the divas here with us next weekend. So I want you guys to have an amazing weekend. It's, oh, well, we'll a couple of minutes early. So you
I
guys
know
can,
that's right. I wonder if anybody has any ratings.
yes, yes. What about that? What do you guys rate it? What do you guys rate this episode? Those who saw it.
Walking creativity. She saw the bed and the desk. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
The desk was
Yes.
almost as big as the bed,
Yes,
child.
it would. Mm-hmm.
What's your rating? Oh, Stephanie rated it a 7. Well, I guess I'm the easy rater person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the easy
Mm-hmm.
judge.
You easy.
Stephanie rated it a 7. Walking creative said, turn the
Turn
desk
the desk
around,
around,
please.
please.
Listen,
Yes.
they probably did that right as the cameras went off.
After she, but and then I'm looking at the picture right here of that. Nobody wants to sit in that chair for 8 hours. See,
No,
she gonna
man.
get a seven point
Stephanie
five.
said she wasn't feeling the playroom.
Really?
No, it's like sometimes we do too much. And I know it's for TV and stuff like that, but sometimes we just gotta make things make sense. Jacqueline done rated it a 7
Done went
herself.
down to a 7.
Hey,
We
sweet
better
life of
stop
Queen,
asking.
welcome.
It's every time somebody is going lower and lower. We better leave it alone.
Listen, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop being Bree up in here, okay? Wani already has that position.
Got it.
All right, guys. For those of you who are just joining Sweet Life of Clean, please check us out on the replay. And guys, please let your friends and family know that we're doing this every Friday so that they can come in and join in on the conversation. Like we're having great conversation over here. It's a good, even if you turn it on and you're cooking or doing something on a
Mhm.
Friday evening, join us.
Yes. We would love to have you. And we thank all of you guys who come back here every week to spend a little time with the Divas. We really appreciate you.
Sure
And
do.
we see that you guys are really you're really enjoying it, the conversations. You guys have been becoming very interactive. So we just thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely.
All right. So she says, I will pass on the word.
Please pass it on to everybody you know. My old pastor used to say, pass it on to Lottie Dottie and everybody.
Hey, sweet life of Queen. What? I missed it. Okay, I'll watch the replay. Well, thank you.
Thanks for watching the replay.
Yes, yes. All right, guys. So I guess what? Here's Donzel. Hey,
You
sweet life
talking
of
to Sweet
Queen.
Life of Queen.
Okay. She's she was talking about egg bites.
Uh-huh. I
Mentioning.
can't leave without mentioning your fly glasses. Thank you so much.
Look at
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, have a safe
Yes.
weekend, everybody.
Yes. Have a safe weekend. We will see you guys next
Next
week.
Friday here,
Next
same time,
Friday.
same place.
Yeah, love you guys. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.